Hey, bro, can I grab your bush?
Yeah, man, go for it.
Right on. Thanks, bro. Hey, bro, can I grab your bush too?
Sure, bro. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Now I can grab my own bush. Saipan, it's time to grab your bush. Pick up a 12 pack of ice cold bush, and you're in for more than just a refreshing beer. Every 12 pack gives you a chance to win exclusive bush gear and more. So don't wait. Swing by your favorite store, grab your bush, and join the fun. Because here in Saipan, the best moments are even better with Bush. Grab your bush today.
AP News, I'm Ed Donahue. The BBC is apologizing to President Trump over a misleading edit in an interview. but says there is no basis for the president's defamation claim. Charlotte, North Carolina is the next city bracing for a Trump administration immigration crackdown. A local sheriff says the influx of federal officers could be in the city by Saturday. Mecklenburg County Sheriff Gary McFadden said in a statement 2 federal officials confirmed the plan for Customs and Border Protection agents to start an enforcement operation. His office declined to identify those officials. McFadden said details about the operation haven't been disclosed and his office hasn't been asked to assist. A federal lawsuit is alleging appalling conditions at California's largest immigration detention facility, a formerly mothballed prison in the desert. Lawyers for 2 of President Trump's foes, former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James, who have been charged by the Justice Department, asked a judge today to dismiss the cases against them, saying the prosecutor who secured the indictments, Lindsay Halligan, was illegally installed in the role. The AP's Eric Tucker was in court in Virginia.
This is part of a multi-pronged effort, multi-pronged challenge by the defendants to get their cases dismissed. They also have contended that the prosecutions were vindictive in nature and should be thrown out as a result as well. U.S. District Judge Cameron McGowan Curry heard arguments for more than an hour on the question of Halligan's appointment, but did not immediately rule. She said she expects to decide the matter by Thanksgiving.
Halligan was installed in the job at the president's urging by Pam Bondi in September, just days before Comey was indicted. Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman had what his office says was a ventricular fibrillation flare-up that caused him to feel lightheaded and fall during an early morning walk. He's in a hospital in Pittsburgh. The Justice Department sued to block new congressional district boundaries approved by California voters last week. This is AP News. Punishment for Michigan State's football team.
The NCAA put Michigan State's football program on 3 years of probation and penalized the school $30,000 plus 1.5% of the team's budget after agreeing former staff members Saeed Khalif and Brandon Jordan under Coach Mel Tucker broke rules regarding recruiting inducements and benefits, communication, and unofficial visit expenses. Due to the participation of 3 ineligible players, wins from the 2022 through 2024 seasons were vacated and restrictions have been placed on recruiting for 3 years. I'm Gethin Coolbaugh.
Baylor Athletic Director Mack Rhodes is stepping down from his role as chairman of the College Football Playoff Selection Committee and is asking a leave of absence from the school while it investigates allegations against him which do not involve football. I'm Ed Donahue, AP News.
If you see something, say something. And stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
It's the 12 packs of Christmas from Bud Light to you. Buy a pack here at home, win big prizes too. Gather your friends, the season is here. It's the 12 packs of Christmas from Bud Light.
The 12 weeks of cheers are on. Purchase any 12-pack of Bud Light, Budweiser, or Michelob Ultra cans now through December 19th for your chance to win a trip for 2 to watch your favorite NFL team live, plus weekly prizes. Details at currentcnmi.com.
As the day unfolds with laughter and cheer, Brad's got the magic that brings us all near. Sharing tales of hope, dreams that shine bright. Good morning, Marianas, together we ignite. So join the palm trees, we dance through the days. The rhythm and soul in so many ways. Together we rise, through the moments we share. Good morning, Marianas, feel the love everywhere. Ooh, wake up to the sunshine in the morning light.
us this morning. It is 7:59. Oh my goodness, 7:59 this morning. And I'm going to tell you, I am kind of distracted because of this awesome stuff that we have in the studio. If you have not been in the studio since yesterday, it looks a lot different in here, and we're going to be featuring it. We're going to put something together for it today and let you guys see it later. But we have a new addition to the Good Morning Marianas / NMI News Service studio of justice over here. It is awesome. I can't tell you, I'm just so excited about it. This new cabinet system that we got over here from Steve Byer. You see his ads on our show, right? You see that he's got the tree removal, and he also does that master woodworking stuff. Well, today we have now this. We transitioned greatly from this crummy little water-beaten, moldy, termite, blah 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 cabinet that was here before. Dude, now this beautiful work of art that's over here. It's incredible. I'm telling you, if you guys have not been in here yet, it's gonna, somebody feed Brad. I'll tell you, I've been fed too much lately. But that place, this corner looks amazing. Like anybody who's ever been here, you gotta come in here and check this out. I can't tell you, I'm over the moon by how great this thing is. The place looks absolutely amazing. And the amount of time and effort and care that he put into all the details and everything. Brad, just show us the picture. All right, but I really want to show you more than just the picture because it is just awesome. I'll pop it on the screen here in just a little bit. But you guys have no idea. If you haven't been in here in a while, it looks just amazing, and I'm super excited. So come over here and have a beer with me. Maybe do that. Not right now. I'm not drinking a beer. Sorry, Tobot. I can get into that, but not today. I got a show to do, and we got a lot going on today too. We're going to be out and about, popping all over the place. We're going to be showing you guys some really cool video of some really cool things that are happening today. Stuff that we're excited about as well. We're going to be out there with the guys from DFEMS today, where they got some special training. And, we're going to be there with you. Oh, man, here we go. Let's pop this on the screen here. There you go. Let's go to the full-on share screen so you guys can see it. This is a picture of Steve Byer, and this picture might not do it justice, but this is it doesn't fully show the whole thing, but if you saw what we had before in that corner, and now you see this, it is just a night and day difference. This countertop and these cabinets, and they've got the slow closing doors and all that stuff. It's amazing. It is the coolest thing that we've got here. I mean, I know we have a lot of equipment and stuff like that, but my goodness, this is going to be the doorway to awesomeness over here. That's Steve Byer. That's the guy himself. I mean, he's not even wearing shoes. How many people come in, do work at your place, and take off their shoes? Steve does. But he put in the time and effort to make this thing something special just for us, for our studio. I couldn't be happier, and my goodness, this guy, he can clean. If you've got storm prep, if you got trees that you got to take care of at your house, or on your road leading to your house, he can take care of all that stuff. Maybe you got a tree that you really love at your house, but it's just too big, it's overgrown. You got to trim it down, or you got to, I don't know the name of the trees, but we've got some trees at our old house that just kept growing and spreading out and growing and growing. Not the top Taptimona tree, a different kind. And this guy can handle all of that. But then, if it's got some really good wood, he could turn it into some beautiful furniture. In fact, when they were cleaning out with the mayor's office and DPW, when they were out there clearing all the trees around that curve in Sudoctasi, he flagged some of the real big monkey pod stuff, and he got a boom truck to come over and load it up, and then he's going to turn that into some magic as well. But right there, and those cabinet doors, I mean, these are not when I think of this kind of stuff, I think you go to the store and buy them. He did not buy them. He made them. And when you see how they are put together, and it's just not like a couple of nails and some glue. You see the fine work. If you look at those cabinet doors, you can see that there's like the top and the bottom, those little pieces in between. Well, they're actually cut in. He's got a jig that made it fit in there, kind of slice in like a puzzle piece, and it's just amazing. Nice handles that he picked out, and the doors. It's the door hinges. It's got that slow close thing. You know that video where if you go to close the door, it just doesn't go clank. It does that real slow. It looks amazing. We are so fancy now because of this thing, and you know. He put a lot of extra effort into it. This is stuff that he did more, and he went over the top past of what we need. Yeah, Luisa definitely needed that corner. That work by Stephen Byer is awesome. I'm telling you, he made it custom, and we took the old ratty sink that was there before, and the sink is still there. I changed out the plumbing, and I changed out the faucet and everything like that, but the actual, that nasty old sink, the water didn't work, and everything, you know, now everything works great. It's cleaned out, and it looks amazing. That's a lot of money worth of woodworking right there in that corner. And here's the best part about it. He's just a great guy. If you end up getting some work done by him, you'll love this guy. He's just a really good person. And again, he put in a little extra because I've been gaining a little extra. And I told him, I'm like, hey, this is the first step for me. I need that preparation area over here. Like this over here, that's going to, right now, I've got some things over there. And one of the reasons why we're late a little bit today is because I wanted to get my juicer going over there. So it's over there right now. The actual picture has right now you're looking at a blank screen, but over there it's got the coffee makers and the juicer up there on the countertop. And it's just great. So inside, those cabinets are really outstanding as well. So that's he's one of our sponsors. You can see him, Steve Byer, and just again, he does great work, and he's a great guy. He'll take down your trees and he'll turn them into furniture. So, but he knew that I wanted to have a nice preparation area because I spend more time in here than I do at my house, and that's not an overstatement at all. It's not hyperbole. If you guys, the people who know me know how often I'm here. I get messages from people as they go by. Dude, do you ever go home? Dude, you're still there? Dude, what do you do? You know, all of that. So if I'm going to be here that much, I need to eat a lot better than what I'm doing. And if I'm going to do that, I got to be able to prepare some of that stuff. I'm not going to be whipping up stuff like a chef or anything like that, but at least I want to be able to have some healthy stuff. We got the refrigerator over there, but to now have an area where we can prepare some stuff that's not just slamming every greasy thing. Oh, that is delicious. But, you know, just having something so it'll help me out a little bit because I'm here way too much. And now, man, that corner is just awesome. Wait till you guys see it in person. You guys, wait until you guys see it in person and see that craftsmanship on its own. And you'll see all the intricacies that you might not jump off the picture when you're looking at it. It is awesome. If anyone's ever going to get anything done like that, you're thinking about getting someone to help you out, make something at your house or your office, apparently. He's the guy you want to go with. Speaking of good dudes, I don't know how this is going to turn out, Bruce, but I fired this up this morning. Let's just see how it sounds. We haven't heard it yet, Bruce, but this is for you, buddy.
Bruce Camacho walks the shore, saipan skies, the waves adore. Faded boots and a camo cap, his story's stitched into the map. Oh, Bruce Camacho, you're a solid man. From the island sands to the desert span, you've seen the fire, you felt the rain, but you keep on smiling through the pain.
I'm telling you, Bruce, this is that program I was telling you about. This is good stuff. And with a real simple prompt, too. A song about a guy named Bruce Camacho from Saipan who's an Army vet and a good guy.
With his 2 hands, fish the water, work the lands.
I'm going to send this to you after.
Neighbors greet him with a nod. They know he's seen the face of God. He says life's not about the fight. It's about finding peace at night. Oh, Bruce Camacho, you're a solid man. From the island sands to the desert span, you've seen the fire, you felt the rain, but you keep on smiling through the pain.
We could do this about all kinds of folks. All I need is a couple of details.
He's got a heart as wide as the sea, a laugh that shakes the tallest tree. When he speaks, the world stands still. Bruce Camacho bends life to his will.
There it is. Did they give it a title? It's just called Bruce Camacho. And what other name would you want to name this song? The Ballad of Bruce Camacho. The man, the myth, the legend. Bruce, you are now famous. This is trending on all over the world right now. Bruce Camacho, you can meet him when you come to Saipan. MVA needs to promote. Here's a different version of it. I'm just curious. See if it takes a different tune. It says the words should be the same.
Bruce Camacho walks the shore.
I'll send you both of these, buddy.
Saipan sky, the waves adore. Faded boots and a camo cap.
Yeah, Bradify. That's right. It's trending on Bradify right now. It is one of the top songs people want from all over the world when they search for Saipan. We are going to post this full song. I just decided that's what we're going to do. After the show is done, we are going to do a post for Bruce Camacho, the man, and with this song. Bruce, it's going to go viral, and you're going to love it, buddy. You deserve it. Who has that happen? That's going to happen right here. Oh, we need a Tip Man from Dan Dan song, too. Yeah, I think we do. That's a great idea. In fact, here we can work on that a little bit. Let's get so while we adore the songs in these performances, we'll get to that. We could do all kinds of theme songs with all this fun stuff, so we'll enjoy it. But we talk about some of our local headlines, too, that are really good, things that we could be excited about. One of them being that the federal shutdown is over. Finally, that's great news for all our friends who are federal workers. I know the NAP benefits are a big deal. SNAP, if you're in the mainland and Guam. But here locally, the local folks, hopefully now NAP is going to get its, it'll be funded fully and good to go for everybody, so people aren't hating it, because it's just been crazy here. And that might also take care of the local thing too. Excuse me, because like when we had Senator Manny Castro in the studio yesterday, he talked about that extra $1.1 million loan that was going to go toward funding some of the NAP benefits here. It wasn't going to be a fix at all. It was going to be a temporary solution that would probably put us in a hole a little bit more. But now that this funding should be coming through, we should be good to go. And in the event that that doesn't happen as quickly as we'd hope, we thought maybe this might be that little bridge to get us to that. So the House passed that last week, and the Senate still was kind of waiting on it, kind of like a toe drag as a wide receiver. And that would be something that they would act on today. Now, the Senate had their session yesterday with their hearings, and now today they're going to be in Tinian. So they are at the commuter terminal. By the way, the last Friday for the commuter terminal, as you know it, because on Monday they are going to be having the opening ceremony for the new commuter terminal. Max is set up already, and Star is going to be setting up soon thereafter. And that's going to be a new experience for everybody. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know how all that's going to work. I know that the airlines have already gone through and checked it out and started to move in, which is really cool. But Monday morning, and we'll be there, we'll bring it to you live as well. We'll be broadcasting live on Monday. I was supposed to go to Guam this weekend, and I have opted out of that trip just so that I can. I got too much stuff going on here. Stuff that's happening here last night, stuff that was happening here today, stuff that's happening tomorrow again. Tomorrow I got a big VFW meeting. I'm going to have to do it remotely. And then for all you veterans out there, if you're watching, we're going to be doing some veteran service officer training tomorrow night. It'll be here. We're going to be remote. It's going to be conducted off island, but we're going to have a couple of the vets over here. We're going to pop it up on the screen. And we'll sit in the studio in the back, and we're going to get some training to learn about how we can help our veterans here. That'll be pretty cool. And then on Monday, we'll be bringing you that live opening for the ribbon cutting, which is way better than a groundbreaking, of the new commuter terminal at the Saipan airport. So excited about that. That's what's going to be going down on Monday. And so anyway, I'm not going to Guam for that thing, so I'll be doing all that stuff from here, so we'll be here for all that. Today, there's other stuff going on. This evening, not to get too far away from the headline stuff about the government stuff that we're going to circle right back to, but this evening, Team Boating and the Airport Rescue Firefighters teaming up to do the boot drive again. It's going to be from 4 to 6 p.m. It's going to be at at 3 different intersections. There's going to be one at CHC intersection, over there by the tennis courts and NMHC and all that. They're also going to be over here at the former AK intersection, and they're also going to be at Shell Dandan. They're going to be out there to support the Commonwealth Cancer Association. So hopefully you guys, when you pull up to those intersections and you're going to pass through, if you got some change, you got some paper you want to put in there to help them out, that would be great. They do this all the time, and building up to the March Against Cancer. That's one of the most exciting events of the year for me, for sure. I love doing it. It's an emotional thing, too, when you see all the survivors walking around. But to know that we have a great organization like the Commonwealth Cancer Association that is putting events like this together, and they come up with teams that have real close ties with survivors themselves and people that they lost themselves. So Team Boating and ARF this Friday, 4 to 6 at those 3 intersections. They got the boot drive going. The money you're going to put in the boot, that's going to end up going to support the Commonwealth Cancer Association. So when you're driving around this afternoon, that's going to be one of the things that we hope that you're able to support, because we support them for sure, and hope you do too. What else is going on? Oh, we did get the updated information yesterday. By the way, if you have, we've talked about this before, but just to reiterate it, if you have someone in your family who passed, or a friend, or someone who passes, if you have their obituary, if you give it to us, we're going to post it. We'll post it on our social media, and we'll post it on our website as well. And it costs you nothing. We're not going to, it doesn't cost you a nickel. If you need us to make it for you, we'll charge you something for it. But that's, it's just the standard, like $50. And the real reason that I charge you anything for it, if I have to make it, is because there's usually all these revisions, and it takes a little bit of time. I can put it together relatively quickly, but then just making sure we fine tune everything. Here's the other cool thing about it. There's no set size of what it has to be, if it's like multiple pages, that's fine too. It doesn't cost me anything extra, and it's not going to cost you anything extra. That way you don't have to get some special reading glasses to be able to see all those other family members and, and squeeze all them in there. Every name that you want to put on those announcements are important, and you shouldn't have to squint to be able to see that that was someone who is touched by the loss of your loved one. So again, if you've got it already, that's a problema. Just send it over. You can message it. You can WhatsApp it. Anyway, it's really easy, and we'll post it on our website and our social media for free. It doesn't cost anything. We're never going to charge you anything for that. The only thing is if we have to make it for you, then we'll just charge you $50, and that'll be because of all the time going back and forth with like the revisions and actually putting time into doing that stuff. So there you go. If you're ever worried or wondering where you can put it for those announcements, for the death announcements and then the funeral announcements, we will have. We're going to put that up there for you, and it's not going to cost you anything. So there you go. So we did receive the follow-up, all of the information for Mr. Camacho, Juan Ugan Camacho. Folks knew him as Juan Binadu. He passed away a week ago today, and so he's joined his wife now, and who's going to welcome him and into his new life. And the funeral is going to be on Monday at 8 a.m. over at Mount Carmel. That's where everything starts. The actual Mass of Christian burial is going to be at 11 o'clock, but everything starts at 8 o'clock, followed by the public viewing, and then the full Mass. So you know how that works, but now you know. And if I said it too fast for you, you can just go onto our website, NMINewsService.com. In fact, here, you can see it, NMINewsService.com. This is the actual page. This is what it looks like for them. That's the actual text that we just pulled off of the info, and you can see the full announcement. So if you go on there, no problem. And if you go to the main site, you'll even see it in the regular feed. In fact, whenever we go live, you're able to see our live feed. There you go. You're watching the feed of the feed. You see it pops up here as one of the stories. And then we're going to we just spoke with Clinton, who's going to do a little redesign so that the obits are a little more featured, a little bit better than they are right now. So right now it's in the notices tab. And when you go to the notices, it'll take you over here, and you could do the RFPs, the JVAs, probates, and the obituaries. And so there you go. And they don't go anywhere. They stay. We just keep adding more, unfortunately. But at least if you ever want to go back and find it somewhere, it'll still be there for your loved one. So that's the quick update about that. So if you have a loved one who passes away, send it to us. We'll post it. Cost you nothing. All right, and we're never going to charge you anything like that because, I got that. I started that from Troy over at Candid. He said that he wouldn't do that. I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's right, Troy. Let's not charge anybody for that. We should do it the right way. And so that's it. What else is going on in the world that we could talk about? Well, there's some crazy stuff going on there in South America. Yeah, South America this time. As the U.S. and Venezuela starting to butt heads a little bit, and about Nicolas Maduro, the dictator that's over there. A lot of folks say that he didn't win the election, that it's fixed, and they've got all kinds of video evidence of all that happening. It was rigged. No, different kind. And the U.S. is starting to get all big about this. They ended up shooting up a bunch of these drug boats that were going to, at least allegedly, going to bring drugs to the U.S. I would think Colombia might be a little bit bigger on that than Venezuela, but Venezuela's got something that Colombia doesn't have, a boatload of oil. So that probably might factor in at least a little bit into the decision of getting in there and making friends in South America. My goodness, I can't imagine. They haven't had jungle ops training over there in Panama for years. U.S. is now getting back into it. If all you Army guys probably know something about that, but I remember JOTC was a really cool class that I would have loved to have gone to, but I don't think we've been doing it. We spent 20 years battling in the sand and changed all these camo patterns and everything to move more in that direction. I wonder if we end up going to more of a BDU pattern again and for all that kind of stuff. But messing around in the jungle is no joke. When everything's been pretty wide open out there in sandy places, getting back into the bush in South America doesn't sound enticing at all. And I can't imagine that Venezuela would end up going it alone. I think they would have some other friends that would team up, and that would not be awesome. But, well, sheesh. That's it. That's where that sphere of influence comes from. The president, we posted this yesterday, by the way, about the shutdown. Let's just, I could pop that on there. This is the quote that I was going to get out here earlier. Here we go.
It's an honor now to sign this incredible bill and get our country working again. Thank you.
Oh, geez, I thought I had a longer clip than that. No, I only did a short clip for that. But anyway, that was the president yesterday. Unleashing the full weight of the United States government on by opening it back up again. All right, guys. We do have an update for sports, and I want to get that to you guys. So let's take a little bit of a break and listen to that right now.
Fox Sports Update.
Rob Gronkowski will forever be remembered for catching touchdown passes from Tom Brady as a Patriot, and he returned to New England for good on Wednesday. Gronkowski signed a one-day contract with the Patriots to retire as a member of the organization.
And everything established about my football career began here in New England as a Patriot. So it was an absolute no-brainer to come here and retire as a Patriot.
That was courtesy of the Patriots as Gronkowski spoke at a news conference. Gronk spent 9 of his 11 seasons in the NFL with New England, winning 3 Super Bowls before getting another Lombardi trophy with the Buccaneers. Staying in the NFL, Detroit Lions head coach Dan Campbell loved playing in front of a hostile crowd as a tight end in the league, and he knows what his team is walking into Sunday in Philadelphia.
I just mentioned this before. You go someplace, man, they wave at you like, man, we're so happy you're here to play against us. This is not one of those places. That's it. It's as far from that as you can possibly get.
Sound courtesy of the Lions as Detroit prepares to play the defending Super Bowl champion Eagles on Sunday Night Football. Detroit is coming off a win against the Commanders, while Philadelphia has won 3 straight.
It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern, Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
In the NBA, Bradley Beal's first season in Los Angeles has been cut very short. Beal is done for the year due to a hip fracture that will require surgery, the Clippers announced Wednesday. Beal, a 3-time All-Star, played in just 6 games after signing a 2-year deal with the Clippers in the offseason, after the final 2 years of his contract were bought out by the Phoenix Suns. Injuries have been a major issue for Beal during his 14-year career. He hasn't played in at least 60 games since the 2020-2021 season. The 3-7 Clippers face the 8-2 Nuggets Wednesday night in Los Angeles. And you can download the Fox Sports Podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you download your favorite podcasts. I'm Joe Morgan.
Get more on the Fox Sports app and foxsports.com.
All right, folks. Hey, let's get your look at traffic over here with Transit CNMI, getting us all squared away as you try to get to where you need to go this morning. Hopefully, the traffic is getting a little bit easier, but this is about the time when people are starting to funnel in to all the high schools around the Marianas. So let's take a look over. We'll start by the intersection that matters at the place where connections matter, IT&E, as folks are slowing down when they get to that light just because they want to catch a glimpse of Paul Camacho. See if they can see him through the window. Creep. Yeah, they're creeping through the window. Anyway, AK intersection where team voting is going to be tonight, looking pretty good. Not too shabby at all. We're going to make our way down south. You can see there is a little bit of traffic making its way into the MHS right now and making their way south. It looks pretty good over there by the post office. It's looking mighty fine. For some reason, Chum PL looks a little tough. Those kids at Hopwood should be there already, but there's still a lot of traffic over there at that light. It's not that bad, but I've seen worse. All the way through, Monsignor Martinez looks pretty good. To McKean Doyle looked hung up there for a minute, but now it looks pretty good. Even Shell Dandan looks pretty nice. Over there on East Drive and all the way around from Papago, getting through San Vicente, going through Azteo right now, everything looks pretty good. It's only a little bit congested as folks make their way around the bend at the shopping district of Capitol Hill. That's right, the Rodeo Drive of Saipan over there by Capitol Hill, Sarah Market and Zen Market, the Rodeo Drive, the Merienda capital of the Marianas. Through Puerto Rico is looking pretty good, too. A little bit of traffic over there by the Shell station, but not too bad. It starts to bottle up a little bit when you get to the pickleball courts / tennis courts over there in Garapan by the hospital. That's another intersection where you're going to find the folks from Team Bodig tonight from 4 to 6 with their boot drive, and the folks from ARF who are a part of that as well. But folks heading north on Beach Road going to be a little disappointed as it's slow from the entire frontage of the hospital all the way to the light. Middle Road looking a little bit rough for folks who are heading south. Once you get past the museum, though, it starts to break up a little bit, but then you're going to run into some more traffic when you get through Gualo Rye. Everything else looking mighty fine as you make your way back to the intersection that matters over at IT&E. And, you don't have to worry about any of this stuff if you just hop on the Blue Line with the folks from Transit CNMI. We just met a guy named Brad, who's one of the drivers out there on the buses. We met him last night at VFW. He was out there with a couple of his buddies. They take care of all the driving for you, so you don't have to worry about any of it when you're getting around town. And they got a fancy little app. I'll tell you what, it's only $2 to get you anywhere you need to go on the Blue Line, whether it's from Totaville all the way to the Paseo. It's a pretty sweet deal. It's only $2. Better deal if you're a student, a veteran, active duty military, Monopco, or if you got a disability, it's only $1. But even better than that, this month, that's right, throughout the full month of November, you don't have to pay anything if you are a veteran or active duty service member. And if you've got your immediate family with you, they can ride with you too for free. All month long. It's part of the give back and the appreciation of service by the folks over at the Commonwealth Office of Transit Authority. Now, when can you hop on? Great question. Monday through Friday, 6:30 in the morning to 8:30 p.m. Weekends and holidays, it's a little bit less. It's 8:30, goes from 8:30 at night to 8 p.m. So 6:30 in the morning to 8 p.m. Monday, weekends and holidays. They got to get those guys a little bit of love too. You got to have some time off. Also, they've got exact change only. They don't have a cash register on board. They can't make change, so pay an exact change. You want some more information? Give them a call at 236-2682. That's Transit CNMI. They are awesome. They've won an award because of their ability to do great stuff, and they are bringing it here. That's right. It's the nation's #1 small market transit system, and they've got the award to prove it. So Transit CNMI, hop on that Blue Line. We still need to do our Veteran Takeover Day. I love this idea. I can't believe we haven't done it yet. But how cool would it be to roll out and all of a sudden it's all these guys getting off like it's a cattle truck or something coming back from 30th AG. It would be pretty good. They've got great stuff. They've got nice air conditioning on there. They've got great comfortable seats. It smells great in there. And they got free Wi-Fi. That's right. So you're able to use free Wi-Fi whenever you hop on the bus. It's such a great deal. I know people from all walks of life use this thing, and they would be all walks of life because if they didn't have the public transit, they would have to be driving. Oh, man. Well, hey, it looks like it's going to be another great day today. It did sprinkle a little bit last night, and we're going to have some isolated showers today. But other than that, we're looking at mostly sunny skies with a high near 87 today. Light wind, 11 miles per hour coming out of the east. Not going to be too bad. This weekend, how's that going to look? You're in luck because we're looking at mostly sunny skies throughout the weekend. High near 87. Wow, it sounds like a carbon copy. Yeah, but it could get a little bit windier. We got gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, we might get a little bit more rain because they've got a 30% chance of rain. So what do they say? If there's a percentage on there, then it's pretty much going to rain. And Sunday, same thing. Mostly sunny skies, high near 87 with a stronger wind. The wind's going to keep picking up over the weekend. Gusts as high as 25 miles per hour on Sunday. So you like kiteboarding? There you go. If you like flying a kite, hey, you're in good shape. If you like sailing, there you go. That might be the best day to get out there with 500 sails. Enjoy them. They are doing great stuff out here. And, just great people taking people out on the boat. And, man, I love 500 sails. We should do a morning show on one of the boats. Get out there and just... We'll mic each other up. We'll go out there and just interview, and hopefully we have a good, good service. Not sure how far out we could go, but that would be pretty cool. It would be the first morning show from there. Oh, yes. Good morning, Nathan Ichihara. You know, we should find out about that now that the federal shutdown, it just ended yesterday. And that means that was like the close of business for folks in the mainland. So today would have been the first day back. So I think it's a great question. We could just give them a call. I mean, it's not a bad idea. We've had great luck speaking with folks from NAP. So let's find that here, DCCA NAP. And let's give them a call. Margaret gave us a call last week to give us an update on everything that was happening. I'm not going to call her cell phone on the show, but we should find out, we could find out right now if when benefits will be reinstated with all that. They might still be trying to figure everything out. So much stuff has happened in the past few hours. I'm not sure if they have that answer, but let's give them a call and find out. And I bet we're not their first phone call for this question.
Welcome to the CNMI Nutrition Assistance Program. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it at any time or select from the following menu options. Press 1 for Certification Unit, 2 for Benefit Issuance and Claims Accountability Unit, 3 for Retail and Redemption Unit, 4 for Management Evaluation Unit, 5 for Accounting, or 6 for Administration.
Yeah, that's totally 6.
Good morning, NAP.
Good morning, NAP. This is BRAD from NMI. Hey, this is Brad from NMI News Service. How are you this morning?
I'm good, and you?
All right. Guess what? We are on the air right now. And for real. So we just got a question. Someone asked us, they said, hey, good morning. Are there any updates on NAP now that there is the government shutdown is over? Do we have any updates on what's going on with the food stamp program and EBT?
I know there is, but Margarita is doing the public announcement right now. But I can transfer you to our manager if you wanted any update.
Oh, wait, she's doing the public announcement?
Yeah, there's going to be a public announcement regarding the EBT card issuance. When are we anticipating to be in their card for the client?
Oh, yeah. Where's that going to be? Is it like going to be a press conference or something?
I'm not sure if it's a press conference, but I know the announcement is being is done, and it's soon to be going out to the governor's office. But I'd preferably if you could speak to our managers about this.
Yeah, that sounds great. No problem.
Hold on, Brad.
All right. Wow, we are moving and grooving, Nathan. Yeah, Tobot, that's supposed to be through the Senate.
You have reached the mailbox for extension 107.
All right, well, I guess we'll have to try them again. I know they'll reach out to us. And so if the good news is they're working on that press release now, and they, as she mentioned, that they're going through the governor's office. So, Nathan, the word is right now, one, nobody answered the phone for the managers. Hey, but they're probably just doing work. I don't doubt it. But she mentioned that Margaret is actually working on the public announcement on it. So that sounds like if it's already going through the governor's office, that we're going to get an announcement at some point today. So it sounds like we'll have information. Hopefully it's good news. So that's the best I got for you right now. And there you go. Tobot, speaking of Tobot, Bruce mentioned that there should be a song about the Tip Man from Dan Dan. I'm curious how this one's going to turn out. Not sure why it's country theme.
Down in Dan Dan where the palms sway low lives a guy
That is it. Hey, there's more. There's another verse.
A truck full of tools, a heart full of gold. Stories he tells, oh, they never get old. From Garpan streets to Rhoda's edge, he's the island's legend, a tinting pledge. He's not in a cape, but he's saving the day. Cooler cars, clear reviews, his own special way. Tin Man to back, rolling through the breeze. Shields you right from the island's heat with ease. Tin Man to back, hero on the go, where the sun can touch. That's where his magic shows.
Gotta love it.
Tin Man to back, rolling through the breeze. Shield you right from the island's heat with ease. Tin Man to back, hero on the go, where the sun can touch. That's where his magic shows.
How about that? This is the world we live in today, folks. That's how quick you can get something like that produced. There is a second version of it. Well, let's just hear what that sounded like, at least at the beginning. Here, if we could stick around. It's the same words, same lyrics.
Down in Dan, where the palms sway low, leaves a guy named Abad everyone knows. With a roll of film and a steady hand, he's the tint man, yeah, the window wizard of the land.
From silent skies to the ocean blue, he shakes the world, makes it look brand new. Tin Man to back, rolling through the breeze.
Come on.
Shield your right
It's
from
just
the
too good.
island's heat with ease. Tin Man to back, hero on the go, where the sun can touch. That's where his magic shows.
Yeah.
Magic shows.
I know. Bruce is like, hey, both versions are dope. I'm telling you, I love it.
He's got a truck full of tools, a heart full of gold. Stories he tells,
And this one's a duet.
oh, they never get old.
From Garpan streets to Rhoda's edge, he's the island's legend, a tinting pledge.
Yes.
He's not in a cave, but he's saving the day.
Cooler cars, clearer views, his own special way. Tin Man to back, rolling through the breeze. Shields your right from the island's heat with ease. Tin Man to back, hero on the go, where the sun can't touch. That's where his magic shows.
That's where his magic shows.
Magic shows.
I love it. Well done. I'll tell you what, and the windows behind us here, Tobot actually tinted these as well and gave us a great deal on it. Tinted the windows over at the press box so we don't melt from the setting sun. Just awesome, man. Dude.
Tin Man to back, rolling through the breeze. Shields your ride from the island's heat with ease. Tin Man to back, hero on the go, where the sun can touch. That's where his magic shows. Magic shows.
I can't imagine what's next. I can't imagine what's next. I'm really excited about it. I'm glad that this gets to be the fun job that I get to have. I don't know how anybody else has doesn't get the chance to do this kind of stuff, because this is the kind of stuff that I would have been. Bruce's song's about to pop up again. I know. I have now a list of songs for friends. We could almost do an entire show. Let's pick somebody and let's make songs about them, and like in a good way. Let's not talk about the bad stuff. But this is like what do they say in Spider-Man? With great power comes great responsibility. Yeah, with this one, you could definitely wield some craziness. I'm thinking of all the election themes that could come out, but I am going to be using this kind of stuff for some of the fun projects that I got. It's going to help me work on some editing things and stuff like that. So I end up using these fun projects to really learn how to use this different types of technology, and whether it's software or online resources, or if it's just more stuff that's just right here in this old little machine. So I really enjoy it, and it's a lot of fun to do it, and we're getting into like fun times. Oh, do the real MVP, Luisa Cabrera. I love this idea. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, here we go. You're wondering what I'm putting in. I'm going to tell you in just a second. It's a song about a woman named Luisa Cabrera, who's the MVP of the baseball scene. She's not a player, but she runs the media production of the live coverage for her community. All right. Okay, let's see what happens. Here in the Mariana Islands. All right, let's give it a shot. I know this is fun with AI. So it just takes a little bit, and we'll see how long it takes. So again, this is a song about a woman named Luisa Cabrera, who's the MVP of the baseball scene. She's not a player, but she runs the media production and the live coverage for her community here in the Mariana Islands. All right, it's almost done. That's how fast it is. I bet Brad has a gym playlist. Not of this. I haven't made an AI playlist for the gym, but that's a great idea. I have a couple of songs that we made that were really fun. Like I made one for some stuff I just wanted for like a background audio for our video stuff, like for some little ads and that, which I'm really going toward, because even though I have licensing stuff through a lot of the software that we've got, we're able to do, here, let's see, is this ready? This one's ready. This is Luisa's.
Luisa Cabrera, she's the queen of the stream. Behind the lens, she's chasing the dream. Not on the field, but she runs the show. Her hustle shines brighter than the island glow. Click, click, cameras rolling. Mike's hot, crowd is roaring. She's the heartbeat, she's the vibe. Luisa Cabrera, MVP. Lighting up the screen for the world to see. She's the Marianas, highlight reel. Bringing the game alive, making it feel so real.
All right, not bad. I don't know if I love all of it, but it's pretty good.
From the dugout dirt to the outfield grass, her crew moves fast, they're built to last. She paints the game with a magic eye. Every play she she calls makes the spirits fly. Zoom, zoom, frames in motion. Waves crash, light in devotion. She's the rhythm of the scene. Luisa Cabrera, MVP. Lighting up the screen for the world to see. She's the Marianas, highlight reel. Bringing the game alive, making it feel so real.
Yeah, PJ says, Brad, you're going to have to do one for all your viewers individually. I don't doubt that. All right, so that was the first, second version. Hold on, then it goes into the 10 man. Let's get the other version. Hold on.
Luisa Cabrera. Luisa Cabrera.
No pronunciation.
Luisa Cabrera, MVP. Lighting up the screen for the world to see. She's the Marianas highlight reel. Bringing the game alive, making it feel so real.
I do like that idea, Bruce. It's a good jam to play right before the live game starts.
Luisa Cabrera, she's the queen of the stream. Behind the lens, she's chasing the dream. Not on the field, but she runs the show. Her hustle shines brighter than the island glow. Click, click, cameras rolling, mics hot. Crowd is roaring, she's the heartbeat, she's the vibe. Luisa Cabrera, MVP. Lighting up the screen for the world to see. She's the Marianas highlight reel. Bringing the game alive, making it feel so real. Making it feel so real. From the dugout dirt to the outfield grass, her crew moves fast, they're built to last. She paints the game with a magic eye. Every play she calls makes the spirits fly. Zoom, zoom, frames in motion, waves crash.
Okay, that is all great, but holy crap. I gotta tell you, so this is a big deal. Sorry, we're gonna pause this just for a second because of this thing that we just got here. Let me pop this up. It is a, did that come in through WhatsApp? This is something you guys would like to hear and see. Excuse me. This is about PSS. All of a sudden now there is a meeting today. We just got notice. This just came out like 7 minutes ago. And that's not the appropriate amount of time to announce a public meeting. And so that's not bueno. That is kind of crazy. We're going to put it on the old screen here in a second. How are they not getting that word out? Did they put that word out yesterday? Because I don't think I got it. Here, we're going to open this up over here for you guys, because this is just craziness. Here's the craziness is what we're going to talk about, like what they actually have. So I think for a special meeting, you have to at least put out 24-hour notice. And this one, let me see if they did send something last night. But they certainly didn't send it out that I recall yesterday morning. I'm going to the news service email. I see a lot of stuff that's not from PSS. So let me, I've got the, yeah, so listen to what's going on for this. This is crazy. We're going to broadcast this live for you now. Because it's crazy. Listen to what the agenda items are. So this is for the public school system. In this meeting that just got noticed just 8 minutes ago. I don't know how you're able to do this stuff. Hold on, I'm going to put this on the screen right now. Because this is nuts. The regular call to order and all that other stuff. Then public comments. And then here it is. A request for an internal investigation from an outside agency. That's number one. Number two, board resolutions. Election of the officers. They're going to do that. That's okay. B, disallowing micromanagement among any individual board members. That is on the agenda. C, a waiver of any wrongdoing by an individual board member. That's so weird. All right, let's keep going. Discussion and possible action on board officer positions, board committees, and leadership roles, and also board authority, hiring, salary negotiations for PS employees, and then which they should have nothing to do with that. And then the school board of education member adherence to the code of ethics. There's some heavy stuff going down here at 9 o'clock, and they just told us now, which is totally nuts. So hold on, just 1 second. Here, we're gonna message the folks from PSS right now. Yeah, there's some heavy stuff happening with PSS. Good morning. Just received the public notice for the special meeting now. Is that in keeping with the proper 24-hour notice? Question mark. Like, I don't even have time to get there for the start of that meeting. So we're going to have to join the Zoom. And maybe that'll be our public comment, which I normally wouldn't make. But I think, we're going to have to on this because that's just kind of crazy. So we're just waiting. We're going to get all signed in. And I don't expect the quality to be great, but, this flying in out of nowhere seems kind of nuts to me. And those items are nuts. Okay. Yeah. We're going to sign into that Zoom meeting while we wait for it to go. And that is going to be our deal today. We're going to go right into that. Because that sounds a little wild. I have a little Zoom companion. How about that? So the host has joined and they're letting me know I'm in. So we'll end up doing this together, guys. Okay, well, we are muted and our camera's muted, so that's fine. There's a bunch of folks who are making their way in right now to the Zoom meeting. I'm just blown away that they're just jumped it in. 1 second. Randy Joe over at PSS said that they sent it to Variety, and she said it was published in yesterday's papers. I'm like, there's only one paper, and their website has been down. So now I have to do it remotely to cover this thing. So we're going to bring you the whole thing. So it'll be fun. All right. Samson, thank you. Ooh. So if you guys are wondering what's going on, yeah, I'm with you. It says, Iggy's saying, however, PSS posted the post with the agenda on their Facebook page minutes ago. I know. It literally gave us no time to prepare. And I don't know if that's by design. And that's the problem. There's a bunch of problems that they've got going on, but that's definitely part of it. So, but we are going to bring this to you. And let's duplicate this. We call this the PSS share. So we can add some little fancy PSS graphics or something like that so you know what's going on. PSS1. So while you guys are sitting here watching, this is the last part of the show that's turning into the beginning of the PSS board meeting. It says, we wait for direction from the BOE office to broadcast. They only requested it in this morning. We wait for direction from the Board of Education office to broadcast. They only requested it this morning. Okay. Right. But it's a public meeting. All right. Well, anyway, we'll take issue with the board. In fact, I'm considering right now just leaving and heading up there and dealing with it because it doesn't look like, you see, that room is normally packed when they do proper noticing. And they clearly did not properly notice this meeting. Now, they might have their butts covered by sending it to the one newspaper. And so you can't give them a hard time about that. But you know, and I know, and everybody knows that that's not properly noticed. I knew it was in the papers because I read it daily. Oh, that's great. Well, you're great. And in the minority. Please include me in the distribution. If that's not possible, please let me know why. Thank you. Exclamation point. Yeah, I'm looking in the office and it's empty. And all these people are joining remotely. And the way this is set up, nobody's going to have time, if they did want to get up there, to even make the public comments. And see, even Andrew Orsini's not going to be on there. We got a call coming in. Let's take that. Hoffaday NTRO, thanks for calling the show. Who's this?
Yeah.
Hello?
David.
David, good morning.
While you're at it with PSS, could you ask him a question? When and how can they fix the track and field on Tinian High School?
Yeah, we could. Hold on. It says, I'm only authorized to send broadcast emails to employees. However, I can send the BOE meetings to the media separately if you would like.
Yeah, ask the board. Say, are we going to just leave it like that? Or is there any, talk regarding that problem right there at Tinian High School so that, it's a waste when we build something and it's not being utilized.
Yeah. Who that was.
So, we just throw away thousands and thousands of dollars into the
by the way,
corner there for nothing.
No, David, you're right. I know I know it's a big issue, and I know it's not their most pressing right now, but I do know I had a conversation with somebody about that track. That whole track needs to be scraped up and redone.
Yeah, hey, Brad, I don't care how they're going to do it, but, it needs to be addressed,
Yeah.
That's educational, that's the kids' money. That's the students' money, so that it can be utilized and make good use of that money that's been spent there from the federal government. Thank you so much, Brad.
Thank you too, Dave. Appreciate it. That's a good point that he's got there. They absolutely do need to do something about that track. Unfortunately, it's not in great shape these days. It's in terrible shape. I had a great conversation with somebody about it and what it takes. The Board of Education office handles public meeting. Okay. Would you please send me their contact information so I can make the request from them, with them? Okay, sweet. So, so Randy Joe is not the person who puts out the stuff for the board meetings. And, you know, here's the thing. They're not able to take action on anything in this meeting because of all the people who are remote. You know, they said this stuff, and they're still making their way in. So here's, it would take me a good 15 minutes to get down there to bring this to you. But it would be so much more fun to be there and ask them these questions in particular, or like in person. Here we can. This is the way we're going to do this today. It's not ideal, but it's what we're working with. So let's move YouTube over to this other screen. Hello, YouTube. So at least I'll be able to see your comments. And I got to move the Facebook comments over to that side too. Oh, they ended the meeting. Oh, okay, so hopefully we'll get that fixed. And if they don't redo it, Sandra, thanks for asking about that, by the way. She's like, are there any updates for EBT? We called NAP this morning, and they said that they're putting together a public announcement. You may email the Board of Education Manager, Valerie Mwelbug. Okay, I will. Thank you. Copy. Thank you. It's so interesting that the board has a different media distribution. All right, well, that's so interesting that the meeting's done, so hopefully they do it again. Live feed just ended. So let's see what happens. I have a feeling, pretty distinct feeling. Yeah, it says they're waiting for the host to start the meeting. So right now, it's not on. Oh, I know, Ignacio, that's a great point. The Marianas Variety website was down. Yeah, no kidding. That's one of the issues. By the way, if you want to check out the news on a website, you can check out nminewsservice.com. But that's one of the reasons why saying that they just sent it to the Variety is not enough for them to do that. So here's what's happening right now. We're waiting for them to bring the new meeting back up. Can you send the new meeting info? Question mark. Yeah, my feeling is that you know, I hope that it's not just because it's on. You know, that people are going to be watching what's happening. I mean, that's the whole reason why they have the Zoom, right? To make it public. So let's see what happens. So PSS info, boom. CNMI PSS board meeting. There we go. We'll make it all fancy and stuff. So we're just waiting for that info. And I'll tell you, if they end up not doing that broadcast again, we are going to go there directly, and then we're going to be asking them all kinds of fun questions. Which, by the way, is the desired thing. I mean, I'd really like doing that as well. The only thing is like I said, they said they put it out to the variety. That means they didn't broadcast it to everybody. We normally get the emails for the meetings, but this one we didn't receive anything about this. Yeah, I'm with you, Luis. I feel the same. That it just seems off. Right? It's not something that normally happens, but I definitely am feeling something like that today. All right, can we just pick this color maybe? Yeah, I like it. Boom. And we'll dial that back a little bit so it's not too much. Maybe a little outline. That's what we're waiting on, folks. Now we're waiting on them to bring this back on. Again, they stopped the meeting. This is wild. And we'll go back to the public system. And if they noticed it, which they did, albeit 27 minutes ago, it should be popping back on. So we're going to close out of all of these. Yes, we're going to leave the meeting and try it again. We're doing all this on the other screen, and we'll see if they've got it. They still haven't started it. No meeting, no quorum. Wow. No meeting, no quorum. I saw that there were 3 board members who were there, the teachers rep being one of them. And what's interesting about that is that the teachers rep, wow, Andrew Orsini was there, Torum Bora was there. Maisie was there. So that's 3. How many do they need for a quorum? I thought I saw 4. I'm guessing there's no quorum because they didn't notice it. I know, it's crazy, but it's understandable. Yeah, I thought I saw 4. Yeah, the chair and the vice chair weren't there. But what's going on? I think that it's because they just said it right there. They don't have quorum. And there was nobody else there. There was nobody there from the media there. There was nobody there from the media. So it's for voting members. Yeah, so that's it. By the way, this ridiculousness with the Board of Education needs to definitely stop. The thing is, what they really need to do is make the teacher rep a voting member. They should get rid of the student rep. What the hell is that for? I mean, really, there's no purpose to have a student rep on the Board of Education. They could join and be a student rep, but not a board member. But make the teacher rep a voting member because they need to have a say in how things go. The other thing is that private school member who's on there, because they end up receiving some of the funding and everything, they should be there too. Also, Blanco was there, yeah. I also saw Blanco. Okay, got it. So here's the good news. We're going to reach out to Valerie Mwelbug because apparently she is the office manager for the Board of Education. So that's the deal. So we know that they need 4 voting members. They only have 3, even though they had 5 members there. Non-public school rep is also a non-voting member. Yeah, so you've got all these folks who are there, and they can't have a meeting. The non-public school rep, it's public education. It's the Board of Education. It doesn't matter if it's not the public school, right? It's just the Board of Education. They pass things that directly affect the private schools as well. So the non-public school rep should be voting, and the teacher rep should be voting. I think that will put an end to a lot of this foolishness that's happening. Oh, hold on one second. Oh, the other part is that if you're not present, you're not able to vote, is what they were saying before. Which is crazy that you can't vote if you're not, if you have to do it remotely. That is completely crazy. That means that they have not updated their rules to get with the times. And somebody messaged me before saying, well, I think they only do that so they can get board travel for other folks. Yeah, it is, I think there's at least one person on the board who this is their last term that I think is part of some of the foolishness. But like some of those items that were on there were just crazy. It looked like the most ridiculous list of things. It really did. It looked like an attack on a board member. Here, let's save this image because we're going to post this out to everybody. Yep. So in PSS is going to have some questions to answer. To us. We're going to. I know it's the board. It's not apparently it's not just PSS in general, but PSS is I think being held hostage to personalities is what's happening with this. And I don't need drama from the Board of Education. We need to make sure our kids are getting educated. We need to make sure that enough money is going to the schools so they can get a proper education. These wannabe politicians who want to make it their time on Star Search every time one of these things happen, want to get all emotional and make a big deal about everything. These are not the right people to be running our stuff. Oh, Brad, you're getting crazy. Yeah, I know I am. Because there's no room for this kind of stuff. This is all ridiculous stuff. You know, we've seen at least one person in particular has been at the edge of the leading edge of every single little controversy that's happened over the past few years while they were on the board. And like, why would the Board of Education be something like this? Yeah. Yeah, I figured. I got somebody sending me some info, some inside baseball on some of this. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go up to the Board of Education this morning and to the actual office and make sure that we get this kind of stuff. And all those board members, except for Maisie, maybe Maisie was the only one in the room. Like even the people who brought this stuff, they didn't even show up. It shows how much they really care about this stuff. You know, it really shows how little regard they have for the process. And I think folks have not been helping. I mean, look at this notice. Here, boom. Where is it? Can we full screen that thing? Yeah, there we go. I mean, that's it. Request for an internal investigation from an outside agency. A board, they want to make board resolutions to one election of they want to do a new election of officers. They want to disallow micromanagement among individual board members. And they wanted a waiver of any wrongdoing by an individual board member. Like, that stuff, is this crazy? Yes is the answer. So check this out. The chair and the board chair weren't there, right? And so that means they don't have a quorum. So if the chair and the board chair don't go, they only have 5 people, right? Chair, board chair, Maisie, Torum, Orsini. Then you've got your non-public school and your teacher rep. So you got 7 people. Those other 2 folks should be voting, and student rep, there's no reason to have student rep on the board. I mean, there's none. Sorry, students. Not to say that we don't care about you, because we do. Well, they say students first, right? But students don't vote, and why the heck are you going to take a kid out of school that should be in class when they're doing a board meeting? Friggin' stupid, right? I mean, that's it. That's all you have to know. It's just stupid. And you're going to get some high school kid all wrapped up in this internal politics stuff. No, just dumb. Get them out of there. Dumb. But the funny thing is, it's the adults acting like teenagers with everything that's happening with our Board of Education. I'm sorry, but that's exactly what's happening. We got kids who are masquerading as adults. Or that's who's running our board right now. No, it's not an attack on everybody. Come on. But really, it's so ridiculous. Like, it's not a paid position. You guys are there to make sure that things are done the right way, not make it your center stage for, oh, nice, Toba. Not to make it center stage for their personal drama. And that's it. It's supposed to be students first. And what ends up happening now, they didn't even have a board meeting because they put forth an agenda, which, by the way, isn't the agenda supposed to be set up by the board chair? And then it's got to be, you see, it's got the adoption of the agenda, right? So, but the board chair should be setting this agenda. And then if anything needs to be added or dropped, that's when it comes to the 3rd step there, where it goes preliminary matters. You call the order, you do the roll, and then you adopt the agenda. Anything we need to change or add in there, okay, we got what we needed. All right, all in favor? Aye, opposed, nay. Public comments, boom. And then unfinished business. Then they get into this. This doesn't look like unfinished business. This looks like ridiculousness. Yeah. The students doing their job. Yeah, I know. The students are doing their job by going to school and doing their stuff, you know. It's just wild. It is just wild that's what's going on. Yeah, no, Bruce, it's not just you. Their website is having problems, for sure. They're definitely having problems. And I don't want to throw too much shade on Variety's stuff, because I like the Variety guys. I love Amir. He's a great dude. Zaldi and then the reporters and all that stuff. I get along with all those guys. So not throwing shade on it, but like if they're going to post that on the Variety and then they're not going to post it anywhere else except for on their PSS, like 7 minutes, or 15 minutes before the meeting, that's not properly noticing stuff. It's just not it. So this is the issue, right? I mean, I would. What we need to do is put a microphone into these guys and say, hey, not into them, in their faces though. Say, hey, what's the deal? What's this all about? Well, we'll talk about it in the meeting. Well, clearly not, because you can't even have a quorum. And they can't even have a quorum for a meeting, even though 5 out of the 7 people were there, because of their stupid rule that those 2 people can't vote. How is that supposed to be an effective Board of Education? It's not, clearly. And this is not the first time that happened. What you end up doing, all those other people who showed up for this meeting and got ready for that meeting, and even someone who was there in person, this is their time. And these are people who aren't paid to be board members or receive compensation of any means. And you're going to end up doing this. This kind of ridiculousness has been a big problem. He said that's why they have Zoom. I know, but Sandra, that's the point. They have Zoom, right? But they said in a previous meeting that they couldn't vote by Zoom. They had to be present, which is crazy. That's their rule. Oh my God, Toba. Yeah, I'm with you. I've never chopped garlic so fast with frustration with what's happening now. I love that, PJ. Oh, man. Yeah. That's great. And, here's the other thing. They never had the audio on for people to know that they were canceling it because they don't have quorum. They just turned it off. And so, yes, that's me telling them they're doing it the wrong way. Well, who are you, Brad? Yeah. All right. Boy, I'll tell you, it's so ridiculous. I feel like this is like maybe a show of like High School Musical. Now starring the board members. That sounds to me like we should be doing some sort of a song about that. Well, instead of doing that, let's get you the latest news from the Associated Press.
AP News, I'm Ben Thomas. Airlines expressing optimism they can resume normal operations. Mike Kempen reports the FAA said last night it won't be cutting more flights.
The Department of Transportation and the FAA say flight reductions at 40 major U.S. airports will remain at 6% instead of rising to 10% by the end of the week. The agencies made the announcement as Congress moved to pass legislation ending the longest government shutdown in history. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says the 6% limit will stay in place while officials assess to see whether the air traffic system can safely return to normal. The flight cuts were implemented last week as more air traffic controllers were calling out of work, citing stress and the need to take on second jobs, leaving some control towers and facilities short-staffed. I'm Mike Hempen.
And states are working to restore full SNAP food aid benefits. In some states where recipients have received nothing this month, officials have said they will try to load money onto people's electronic benefits cards by tomorrow. In North Carolina, the Mecklenburg County Sheriff says Charlotte will be the next target in the Trump administration's immigration crackdown. And Lisa Dwyer reports.
Rescue crews have found the body of a coal miner missing since Saturday after a mine crew hit an unknown pocket of water, flooding the Alpha Metallurgical Resources Rolling Thunder mine east of Charlestown, West Virginia. Foreman Steve Lipscomb was found early Thursday. Crews worked around the clock for days in hopes of a rescue, pumping out water at a rate fast enough to fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool, roughly every 2 hours. Lipscomb was last seen trying to make sure that his crew got out of the mine safely. His death is the third at an Alpha facility in West Virginia this year. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
This is AP News. Seth Sutel now with the AP Markets Report.
Stocks had their biggest drop in a month on Wall Street, led by more losses for AI superstars. The S&P 500 sank 1.7% Thursday. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 797 points. That's about 1.7%. The Dow had set a record high a day earlier. The Nasdaq Composite lost 2.3%. Nvidia and other stocks benefiting from the frenzy surrounding artificial intelligence pulled back as investors worry the stocks have gotten too expensive. Nvidia gave back 3.6%. Markets are also questioning whether the interest rate cuts they've been counting on from the Federal Reserve will actually happen. Seth Sutel, New York.
Mortgage rates have edged higher again. Freddie Mac puts the average on a 30-year at 6.24%. That's still more than half a point lower than a year ago. A 15-year averaging 5.49. There's more news at apnews.com. I'm Ben Thomas. Thanks for listening.
Fox Sports Update.
The top two pitchers of the Major League Baseball season were revealed Wednesday night. Pittsburgh Pirates ace Paul Skeens continues to rack up the awards, winning his first National League Cy Young 1 year after being named the NL Rookie of the Year. Skeens posted a Major League best 1.97 ERA in his first full season in the big leagues. In the American League, Detroit Tigers lefty Tarik Skubal did it again, becoming just the 12th player to win the Cy Young in consecutive years. Pedro Martinez was the last AL pitcher to go back-to-back, earning the honor in 1999 and 2000. Skubal had a 2.21 ERA, tops in the American League, and he didn't give up a run in 12 of his 31 starts.
It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
In the NHL, the Rangers won their second straight game, beating Tampa Bay 7-3, with Vincent Trocheck lighting the layup twice.
Into the slot for Trocheck, he scores! Vincent Trocheck, he's got a pair in his second game back from injury.
That was courtesy of TNT Sports as the Rangers posted their highest scoring total of the season. Heading over to the NFL, Detroit Lions head coach Dan Campbell loved playing in front of a hostile crowd as a tight end in the league. And he knows what his team is walking into Sunday in Philadelphia.
You know, I just mentioned this before. You go someplace, man, they wave at you like, man, we're so happy you're here to play against us. This is not one of those places. That's it. It's as far from that as you can possibly get.
Sound courtesy of the Lions as Detroit prepares to play the defending Super Bowl champion Eagles on Sunday Night Football. In the NBA, the Pistons remain red hot. Detroit won its 8th in a row on Wednesday, beating the Bulls 124-113, with Paul Reed scoring a season-high 28 points.
Okoro's 2 free throws. Pistons inside for Paul Reed. Grab, he scores.
Sound courtesy of the FanDuel Sports Network as the Pistons improved to 10-2. For more scores, stories, and features, go to foxsports.com. I'm Joe Morgan.
Get more on the Fox Sports app and foxsports.com.
If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
It's the 12 packs of Christmas from Bud Light to you. Buy a pack here at home, win big prizes too. Gather your friends, the season is here. It's the 12 packs of Christmas from Bud Light.
The 12 weeks of cheers are on. Purchase any 12-pack of Bud Light, Budweiser, or Michelob Ultra cans now through December 19th for your chance to win a trip for 2 to watch your favorite NFL team live, plus weekly prizes. Details at currentcnmi.com.
Wake up, sunshine, it's a brand new day. Brad's got the stories that'll light your way. Take a smile on his face, he's ready to share. Share. Good morning, Marianas. Feel the love in the air. Yeah. Good morning, Marianas. Come join the fun. Together we'll shine like the morning sun.
With the waves crashing in, hear the oceans call. Brad brings the news that connects us all. From the islands to the world, goes John and Wish. Good morning, Marianas, the best time of the year.
Good morning, Marianas. Let's start the day. Laughter and stories, come what may.
Nina's Kitchen, so delicious. I need a burger and a soda with it. It tastes so great, got me so addicted. Let's hop in the car, gotta go and get it. Nina's Kitchen, so delicious. I need a burger and a soda with it. It tastes so great, got me so addicted. Let's hop in the car, gotta go and get it. Nina's Kitchen, so delicious.
All right.
I need a burger and a soda with it. It tastes
All right, we worked some of that out of our system a little bit by eating some chow, but what we're going to end up doing is going over and make our first juice of the new experience over there in the corner from this great spot that we've got from Steve Byer, master woodworker out there and all-around good guy, not to mention, you see his ads on our show. In fact, you'll see him. We're going to pop them up there. And when we get on there, we'll let you check it out, and we'll let you see what they've got. I'm not sure if this is going to sound good or not, so I'm not going to play this next song until we're off the air. I want to see how it turned out. But yes, I have, at the suggestion of one of you guys, draft a little something about the good old Board of Education. But I'm going to have some conversations. In fact, we're going to wrap up the show here in just a little bit. I wanted to get some insight from some of the members of the board. They don't want to talk about it online, of course. I can totally understand that. So we're going to reach out and talk to them directly here in just a little bit. Anyway, I want to say thanks to you guys for tuning in today. I had a lot of fun so far. We've got more to go, but I'm trying to find that theme. There we go. This is one of the ones that we were messing around with yesterday that we had a lot of fun with. Oh, do we have the full one? Let's do that. This was about the news service. Was this the whole song, I think? Anyway, we're going to end up wrapping up the show so we can reach out and find out more directly from the board members. Find out what the heck was going on, what happened today. We already got some good info. I said, hey, this is kind of it. And so that'll be our next thing. So thanks for tuning in today. What a wild way to end the show with everything that happened. I hope you guys have a great weekend. We have so much happening. We'll be here. Oh, yeah. We got a lot going on this weekend. Today we're going to bring you some cool stuff. We got a press conference at 2:45. We got some cool stuff that's happening with the firefighters this morning as well. So we will be around doing all kinds of cool stuff with you guys today. So get ready for the live feeds. Remember, the live feeds will be here on Facebook for sure, because we do the run and gun stuff. If you've got YouTube, you're going to be out of luck for that stuff, but you can watch it on the website as well, because all of our live feeds go directly to the website, nminewsservice.com. Check it out if you haven't already. And also, if you haven't already, like this post, like this broadcast today, like the page. Every time if you like every show, you make a comment. It definitely makes a big deal. If you share it, well, that's even cooler. And if you check us out on Instagram as well, there's so many more people on Facebook than Instagram. We'd like to bump up that Instagram number. That's a big deal for us too. And again, check out that website. And that's it for today. You guys have a great one. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope it's your best weekend so far. And we'll see you again Monday morning for Good Morning Marianas. Thanks for being with us. And we'll see you guys later. All right. Yay. Take care, everybody.
Hey, bro, can I grab your bush? Yeah, man, go for it. Thanks, bro. Hey, bro, can I grab your bush too? Sure, bro. Go ahead. Thanks.
Now I can grab my own bush.
Saipan, it's time to grab your bush. Pick up a 12-pack of ice-cold Bush, and you're in for more than just a refreshing beer. Every 12-pack gives you a chance to win exclusive Bush gear and more. So don't wait. Swing by your favorite store, grab your Bush, and join the fun. Because here in Saipan, the best moments are even better with Bush. Grab your Bush today.